Minimalist living. The road to achieving a minimalist mindset, implementing habits of highly effective minimalists, and decluttering your home with minimalism for better living. By Mary Connor. Narrated by Shaina Summerville. Introduction. The purpose of this audiobook is to get a minimalist mindset. By doing this, one will simplify their life and way of living. You might have heard about minimalism from someone you follow online, or maybe there is a news story that covered the idea. Maybe you heard of minimalism at school, or perhaps your best friend is a minimalist. There are many ways that you could have heard of this idea, and it is important to remember that there are many ways of living this lifestyle. Mastering the fundamentals of minimalism will be the goal of this guide, as well as an attempt to fully embrace a minimalist lifestyle. There will first be an emphasis on achieving a minimalist mindset, as changing your perspective is going to be the most important part in this entire process. While it might seem scary to go through such a drastic lifestyle change, we're going to be there every step of the way to give you the tools necessary in order to find success and consistency with this life. The concept of simplicity, minimalism, and mindfulness is to be applied with simple and effective methods and strategies. The basic idea of minimalism is stripping something down to its basic function, purpose, or meaning. There is an emphasis on intention with minimalism. There should be a need for the different things you allow in your life in order to make certain that you have enough energy to put towards the things that really matter. This process might require a lot from you. You're going to have to become self-aware, and there will be a lot of looking inward throughout the steps it takes to become a minimalist. Sometimes, this might mean confronting past trauma that is not always easy to relive. Other times, it might mean admitting something to yourself that you've been avoiding for a while. Even though some parts might seem scary or difficult to confront and accept, it is possible. There are people living all over the world minimally, who are filled with joy and happiness. The goal is to find a way to live a fulfilling life, whether that is by being happy, spending time with friends and family, making something creative, or achieving other personal goals. There is no reason or trick that someone might try to convince you to become a minimalist. The truth is, it is just a surefire way to live a happier life, and it is also an environmentally conscious lifestyle as well. The better we all can live, the better the future looks for our world and our children. Before you can really get into how to become a minimalist, you have to understand where the idea came from. What is minimalism? Minimalism was first known as an art movement in the mid-20th century. Art had become very stuffy and collegiate, with many successful artists just being people that had been trained at academically successful schools. Art was all about painted pictures that resembled some sort of scene. The same techniques were done time and time again to produce art that was replicated, not standing out as much as other forms of painting. Struggling artists were sick of their work not getting recognition because they didn't go to a prestigious art school. In response to this stuffy art movement, minimalists began creating new things that had more purpose and intention. There was a focus on the materials of certain objects and how they were constructed to optimize function, rather than more ornate pieces that were typically associated with the wealthy. Minimalist art has maintained popularity, but now, minimalism refers more to a sort of lifestyle. This lifestyle usually involves getting rid of the excess that brings no happiness. We surround ourselves with objects as a form of distraction from our true problems. Minimalism is an attempt to get rid of the things that do not hold that much value or meaning, so that we can put more time, effort, and focus into the things that really matter. Minimalists have clear
Sample complete. Ready to continue?